Let's talk about fashion. How did your love of fashion begin?
Besides the church, nothing transformed me as a young man more than fashion. The reason being, like, when we used to go to the Holy Ghost Church when I was young, I couldn't do nothing about my life, right?
Yeah.
I was growing up, and this is important. I was growing up in a time when black people, when we went to church, it was a philosophy of hereafter. Mm-hmm. It was hereafter theology.
Yes.
So when you go to the church, you get reinvigorated, and your suffering don't bother you because, you know, the preacher would always preach about, don't worry about that.
Life after.
When you die, you get your pie in the sky.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it was hereafter theology.
Yes.
But as I'm growing up, I'm developing now. We got Father Divine, Daddy Grace, Elijah Muhammad, the Prophet Jones. And now it's a different theology. It's like, man, don't wait till you die to get your pie in the sky. So what sustained me as a young man couldn't sustain me once our mentality started to develop, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm saying, man, you know, hold up, man, I got to get something now, you know?
Right.
And the holes in my shoes is bothering me now. They ain't bothering, because all God's children got shoes, but now this is bothering me, these holes. So I got holes in my shoes, so all of us did. I wasn't no exception.
Yeah.
Growing up in my neighborhood, I come from the poorest neighborhood in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go to the pool. We grew up swimming in the Harlem River, right? So one day I came home and my feet was killing me, man. You know? I said, Mom, my feet is killing me, you know? Before my mother got a chance to even say something, my brother was standing there, next to oldest brother, Kerry, Omar, Moon. And he says to me, he said, no, don't worry, Mom. And he walks me. He said, come on, Danny boy. And he walks me 4 blocks. We turn the corner, and we go on Goodwill. Goodwill was our Macy's. So we go on Goodwill's, right? He said, you see any shoes you like? I said, yeah, I like them. Some like nice, like mahogany looking split toes with tassel. I said, I like them right there. He said, try them on. I tried them on. He said, how do they feel? I said, they feel good. He said, okay, take your shoes, put them in the rack. I pick them up, shoes, go in the rack. He said, okay, let's go. From that moment on, I got bit by the fashion.
So that was the start.
Because when I wore them shoes and went out, the transformative feeling that you got to have shoes, you know, split toe shoes, you know, that the older guys wore like that. I like the way that feel, you know? Yeah.
So, but when did you start really turning into fashion? I'm trying to think, when you went to Africa the second time?
No, it started with the Boosters.
Okay. Tell me about that.
So they had a crew of girls in Harlem, right? In Harlem, in the early Harlem, people didn't steal from each other. All the stealing was downtown. And then in the evening, the pimps was downtown, the con players was downtown, everything was downtown. You know? So they had a group of people like the Boosters go downtown, and they steal and they come back uptown. I said, hold up, I can get some money out of this. So when they come uptown, if something costs like $100, right? I would give them 25% of that.
Okay.
Right? So that's $25 of the $100 it costs, and I would sell it for $50.
Okay.
So all the Boosters come uptown. That's what that's So I had a fencing. That's called fencing.
That's called fencing. Okay.
Yeah, a hustle like that.
So you
started
off
with that.
Start off,
and then I would take the stuff around, you know, to the crap games, places like that, and sell it out the back of my car.
Okay.
In addition to gambling, so I was like doing.
So like a combination.